Real quick, y'all, this episode is brought to you by Diet Smoke. Go to dietsmoke.com, enter promo code BrickWall23, that's BrickWall23, for 15% off your first order. Now, for the review. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and tonight I'm going to be continuing with my secret theme for the week. I'm going to be talking about Detective Pikachu. That's right. And before I get into it, I'm going to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And follow us on all social media outlets. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. All links are down in the description down below. So without further ado, let me go ahead and hit this here review for Detective Pikachu. So Detective Pikachu, this was a movie that came out I want to say like 2017-ish, 2017, 2016. Y'all know I'll never have my information in front of me, so hold up. Let me fact check myself. 2019. Wow, it was 2019. 2019? Get out of here, really? Well then, I wasn't expecting that. I remember it. I don't know. I have a completely different memory of seeing this film, but yeah. So yeah, this movie came out in 2019. It stars Ryan Reynolds as the titular Detective Pikachu, as well as Justice Smith as the human counterpart, Tim Goodman. Catherine Newton's also in this. Rita Ora. So many other people are in this movie. Ken Watanabe. And of course, your cast of all of your favorite Pokemon are in here. Like, and there are like mad Pokemon in this movie, like so many. Like this movie, one of the things I enjoy about this movie is like right off bat, like you're seeing Pokemon just everywhere, right? Because like usually you have something like this and like live action adaptation of something you love that has like a whole bunch of different characters in there. You don't really get to see all that, what I'm saying, that you come for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? So with this movie, you have all the, like, there are Pokemon in every single frame of this movie. There is a Pokemon. You can look in the background, see your favorite Pokemon there. You can look in the background, see your favorite Pokemon up there. See right in front of the screen, see your favorite Pokemon right here. I'm a Pokemon. Like, it's so I'm silly for that. But yeah, it's mad dope. And like one of the things that drew me to this movie when it was coming out was that, yo, this is live action Pokemon. Like, this is so cool. Like, and I was not let down by that. Visually, like, I don't think they really could have done much better with the visual effects for the Pokemon than they did with this movie, just because it's like, again, these are like mythical, not mythical, but like fictional creatures. I guess you say mythical as well, but these are like fictional creatures that don't exist to, like, they have bases, like they have like they're based on actual creatures that we have. Like, you have pandas and frogs and bisons and what, ducks and stuff like that. But the way that they're so much more fantastical, and the way that they blend in with the humans I thought was really good. So the visual effects on this movie are good. I do like it. But what is this movie actually about, right? So Detective Pikachu, it is about Tim, our main character, who, after his dad mysteriously passes away, he finds out that there's actually a mystery behind that, right? Hence the word mysterious. So let me rephrase that. After his dad passes away, he finds out that there's a mystery to be solved. As a matter of fact, the official plot synopsis reads as: Ace Detective Harry Goodman goes mysteriously missing, prompting his 21-year-old son, Tim, to find out what happened. Aiding in the investigation is Harry's former Pokemon partner, wisecracking, adorable super sleuth Detective Pikachu, who's played by Ryan Reynolds, and finding that they are uniquely equipped to work together, as Tim is the only human who can talk with Pikachu. They join forces to unravel the tangled mystery. So, like I mentioned already, this movie came out in 2019. It is now the year 2023. So if for some reason you have not seen Detective Pikachu, which, I mean, I'm not going to act like it was this big cinematic event that you had to see, but if you haven't seen Detective Pikachu between 2019 and now, then I do want to say spoilers ahead. Currently, this is not streaming anywhere. I actually purchased this movie digitally. Back before we had all the mad different streaming services and everything. Like, when actually buying a movie on digital meant something because you didn't have 60, 70, 90,000 streaming services where something could just pop up and you end up having it for free. Um, Sorry, that was a rant. I'm sorry. But so I actually have this movie purchased. So I have it, and I that's how I watched it. That's how I rewatched it. That's how I watch it. I usually watch this movie maybe like once a year. I watch this movie. I can solidly say I've watched this movie once a year. And so but with that said, this is gonna have some spoilers and so, but I won't go too heavy. But I mean, if you've seen the trailers, you've seen this one particular part that I'm gonna talk about, which is Mewtwo is in this movie. And it's not like they hide it or anything, or they try to play fast and loose with it and say, "Ooh, but who is that mysterious thing?" No, like within the first 3 minutes of this movie, no, not even that, within the first minute of this movie, after they say, after they do the logos and all that, and they say Pokemon Detect Pikachu, after they do all that, Mewtwo is the very first Pokemon you see on screen in this movie. I cannot emphasize that. That is, and to me, I didn't think he was going to show up that quickly, because even when he was shown in the trailers, I freaked out. I say, what? Mewtwo, like, first of all, I was already excited that this was a live action Pokemon movie. I would have taken a live action Pokemon movie really in any form, honestly. And I just like that they went the Detective Pikachu route. Well, I would have liked to have seen a traditional, hey, I'm a someone who wants to be a Pokemon trainer or a Pokemon master, or something like that. The more traditional route doesn't have to be Ash Ketchum. It could be anybody really, because the Pokemon world is so vast and full of different people who want to achieve that goal of being Pokemon trainers and Pokemon masters, right? Um, while I would have liked to have seen that movie, I was perfectly satisfied with what we got, because again, it's live action Pokemon. And the thing about it is you can link any other Pokemon thing you do live action to this movie. It can all be set in the same universe. You don't have to say, oh, that kid Tim over there. Like, no, you don't have to do that. You could just say, like, oh, like, because with the locations, it's already going to be set in the same universe. So you don't have to bend over backwards to make them connect. It's just, like I said, the Pokemon universe is so vast and so large that even if another studio, because it is rumored that Netflix is going to be doing its own, Pokemon live action Pokemon or anything separate from, the Warner and stuff like that, whatever the case may be, even if another studio did it, you don't have to bend over backwards. You can say, well, yeah, I mean, technically it does connect because this is all here. Like, that region exists, this city exists, that city exists. It's Pokemon. Like the anime and all that can link to, like, everything Pokemon is technically connected, because that's how big the world of Pokemon is. So that was off topic. Getting back into this though, like, so this movie, like I said, it does follow Tim. I like how it doesn't waste a lot of time. Like, it kind of like pushes you right into the plot. But not only that, it also pushes you into having these different moments with these different characters, these different Pokemon. So you're bound to see your favorite Pokemon at some point in this movie. And if you don't, then I'm sorry. But I've seen Squirtles. I think I saw Bulbasaur. Definitely see Charizard. Like, Charizard's definitely in there. You see Charmander, definitely. Greninja is in this. Greninja plays a part in this movie too, and I freaking love that. Pidgeotos, Pidgeons, Caterpies, what's the one? The fish ones that don't do shit. Psyduck is in this prominent role for Psyduck, but oh man, who else? What other Pokemon? See, there's so many Pokemon that I don't know by name. There were probably like a few that weren't in there, but again, that goes to lend like to how hard you watch the movie, because I'm pretty sure that any Pokemon I'm thinking of that wasn't in this movie is probably in this movie in the background. Like, so like they do like all the Pidgeon, Pidgeotto. I said those already, but I don't know all my Pokemon. Like, there's so many different Pokemon, like over 150 Pokemon. And I'm the original generation Pokemon, so I remember the song. And there's 150 and more to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny. So I'm back in that era. But anyway, back to the movie. Focus, Dave. Focus. So yeah, so this movie, like I said, it does revolve around the plot of pretty much Tim just trying to figure out what actually happened to his dad. And yes, there is a deeper plot, and it may or may not have to do with Mewtwo. And so yeah, and it's very interesting. So they go into that adventure, and Catherine Newton, her character's in this as well. They team up with her, and her Pokemon is a Psyduck, and it's just really fun. It's a fun movie. Like I said, I'm not really going to spoil it for you because there's a twist that I promise you're gonna see the big reveal of the movie coming the moment you turn the movie on, right? Because it's mad obvious. It's mad obvious the mystery behind not necessarily the mystery of what happened to Tim's dad, but the mystery because they don't show Tim's dad. But I promise you will know what Tim's dad looks like in no time. Like, because it's gonna dawn on you. You're gonna think, nah, they're not. It's not that predictable, is it? Yes, it's that predictable. But outside of that, though, like the mystery, just the mystery surrounding, because like there's like this gas, right, that makes the Pokemon go like into like this rage mode, and they use it in the underground Pokemon fighting rink, which is really dope. Like I would love to see that plot point come back in any Pokemon media, just underground Pokemon fighting. That's dope. But they have that, and like that's like the gas drives Pokemon crazy, and there's a bigger mystery and plot behind that. Then you find out the twist that Mewtwo necessarily wasn't a bad guy, but was a good guy. I think I want to say it's Bill Nye that's in this, because the main villain, I want to say is the actor is Bill Nye. I want to say that, but I feel like I would be wrong, but I also feel like I will be right. I'm looking right now. Let me see. The main villain guy. The main villain guy is definitely, let me see. I just feel like it's Bill Nye. Why am I not seeing if it's Bill Nye or not? This is crazy. Okay, so honestly, I don't even see what actor, but I do feel like it's Bill Nye. Like excuse me, I'm 100. Oh, this isn't even an accurate. Hold on. This is what happens when you don't prepare yourself. Everybody always be prepared plan to fit something. I don't know. Yeah, it's Bill Nye. Oh, I was right. Boom. So yeah, Bill Nye, he's the bad guy in this. Like, but if you see Bill Nye in movies, he's most likely the bad guy anyway. But this is one part that like when I saw it, because I saw this movie in the theaters. This is one part that kind of like freaked me out a little bit, right? Because like I'm not going to tell you why or necessarily how, but let's just say the mind of Bill Nye's character gets put into the Mewtwo, and the Mewtwo starts talking. Like, yeah, Pikachu talks and everything, and Tim's the only one that can understand the Pikachu talking. And you do sometimes get a little. I would like to see a cut of this movie, honestly, where it's just the Pika 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 the whole time, as opposed to Ryan Reynolds' voice. Just because, like, I think it'll be funny, but it's like Pika Pika, what? No, that's ridiculous. Like, just like how everyone else around in the movie perceives the Tim and Pikachu relationship. I would like that to be a full a version of the movie. I wonder if that's out there somewhere, and I would like to see it. But there's this part where oh, and Ditto is a Pokemon that's in there. It plays a really big role in the most menacing thing I've ever seen. I would never have thought that from a Ditto. But anyway, I'll keep losing my train of thought. Yeah, so Mewtwo, when he starts to talk because he has the brain of Bill Nye's character inside of him, that freaked me out. Because first of all, I was already excited to see the Pokemon Mewtwo on screen. Like, that was amazing, right? But Mewtwo does not move his mouth when he talks, right? Like, and nothing that I've seen Pokemon have I ever seen Mewtwo move his mouth when he talks. And when Mewtwo moved his mouth when he talked in this movie, every time I see it, it freaking freaks me out. Like, it's like, whoa. Like, people say the word uncanny. That's what that is for me. That is the uncanny valley of this movie, where it's just like, and to this movie's credit, well, one thing I would say about this movie, though, is that the Pokemon do sometimes tend to look a little uncanny, a little bit creepy, a little bit weird, but like not like in a super like I can't watch this way. But like, again, they're accurate to what they look like in the animation in the games and on the trading cards. It's just, just the aesthetic was a little bit off-putting, but not too much. But when Mewtwo starts to talk, That was uncanny for me. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's please, no, 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 no. So that was what was cool about it. But yeah, like I said, like this was a good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I've always wanted to see a follow up to it, and as far as I'm concerned, from what I've heard recently, is that they are actually like they officially have a director for Detective Pikachu 2. So I'm just saying maybe it's just a matter of time before it happens, and I would love to see a follow up to this. And like I mentioned earlier, Netflix is allegedly, apparently, doing a live action adaptation of Pokemon for their streaming service. So I would love to see where any of that goes. I would love to see more live action Pokemon. This was fun. That Cubone was in this. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna think the Magnet one. That one was in it. I didn't see it Ekans. I didn't see it Ekans. I think I saw a Coffee and Wheezy. I didn't see a Wobbuffet. I saw a Monchop. I didn't see the Abracadabra one, the one that always holds the freaking spoons. Now I'm just playing who's that Pokemon in my head. I'm sorry. I didn't see a Meowth or a Persia. I just remember Persia. That's how I remember it in my head. But anyway, but yeah, like this movie overall, like there's a lot of good comedy in this. Ryan Reynolds does do a good job as Detective Pikachu. Although I would not have been opposed to having Danny DeVito be Pikachu, that would have been fun. But I kind of get why they did Ryan Reynolds, and when you get to the end of the movie, you'll get it too. But yeah, I mean it was fun. Justice Smith's performance in this was really good. Yeah, I mean everyone in the cast seemed like they were having a good time. It seems like this movie came with love for the I'm saying, for the franchise of Pokemon. Like there just seems like there was love for it. And to the point where I can understand why they chose to do Detective Pikachu first, because it's like it's so different and it gives them a different something different to play with, as opposed to trying to figure out how can I make this one character who isn't Ash Ketchum, but who wants to be a Pokemon master or a Pokemon trainer or whatever the case may be. How can I do that? How can I put these action? How can I create this? You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was easier and probably gave them a little bit more leeway to be fun with the writing for them to do a Detective Pikachu. And then of course this is based on the game Detective Pikachu as well. So it's like a lot of what was in the game again translated directly into the film, which I didn't know because I hadn't played Detective Pikachu. I just heard of the game and I was aware of the game, very aware of the game. But I just never played it. And so when I was actually made privy to how much of the game was translated into the movie, I was like, oh wow, no, that's like you can play the game and figure out the entire movie. Like honestly, like watch an honest game trailer for the movie and you've seen the movie. But that's not to say you shouldn't watch the movie. The movie is dope. But yeah, like overall, like I said, like this is a really fun movie. Kids love it. I loved it. My kids were significantly younger when they saw this, and they liked it then. I definitely enjoyed this when I saw it. The end credit sequence, not like post credit scene or nothing, but like the end titles, like when they, not like they do like the big extravagant titles in the beginning of the movie anymore. They always do it at the end now. Those were amazing. Like the music they played and the visuals were amazing. I loved that. Like it was just so bright and poppy and so Pokemon like. Like it was fun. So I definitely had fun with this movie. Let's see what did critics think about this movie at the time of its release. At the time of its release, or to date, let's just say to date. Critics gave this on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 68%, and on IMDb, it has a 6.5 out of 10. That 68% is almost a 70, so it's not rotten, it's fresh. I mean, if you still follow Rotten Tomatoes, I guess. But diss track. But me personally, I give this movie I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, I enjoyed this. I love, like, even when I was just watching it, just to kind of recap myself on the events of the movie. the one thing I found myself, I wasn't even really paying that much attention to the dialogue because I was looking at every single Pokemon. I'm like, wow, that Pokemon, wow, that Pokemon, like, wow, that looks good. And then the one sequence where they have Pikachu fighting Charizard, I was like, wow, that Charizard looks amazing. The Psyduck, I saw him like, wow, Psyduck looks amazing. Snorlax, I didn't know Snorlax had fur. Like, it was amazing. They had a Jigglypuff in here, and that was amazing. The Mewtwo, I cannot express how much I love the fact that Mewtwo was in here. And Greninja, I loved all the Pokemon that were in this movie. I had a fun time with it. It's great. So 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I do recommend it. Make sure you check it out. However you can check it out, check it out. I don't know if it's on. It was on HBO Max at one point, but I don't even know if it's there anymore. But I did mention earlier that there was a plot point where these the animals, well, not the animals, the Pokemon were getting a hold of this gas that they would inhale and it would drive them crazy. And I mean, like, that was a compelling plot point, but if only those animals had some diet smoke, I bet they could have solved all those problems in this movie if they just gave them animals some diet smoke. I mean, hey, listen, they have I don't think diet smoke particularly has some, but hey, listen, sometimes you can go ahead and sneak your Pokemon some diet smoke, let them calm down a little bit. And they could have went to dietsmoke.com and entered the promo code BrickWall23 to get 50% off the first order. But what is Diet Smoke? Diet Smoke are Delta 8 and Delta 9 little edible gummies. They also have drinks and vapes there as well. And what they do is, you take them and you just, instead of smoking and getting all high, taking the regular edibles and getting all high and freaking out, heart racing heavy, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna live. No, this one gives you a nice little cool, relaxing feeling. You take it, you just feel relaxed, baby. Relax, baby. You can get that nice little high you get without all the freaking out or worrying about your heart rate or all that good stuff. You just relax. You nice, you high, you feeling good, you feeling great. And no, this is not illegal. I'm not peddling illegal drugs. This is perfectly legal. It ships to your house. Look, I got it discreetly ships to your house. This is the box that I got my samples in. And I'm gonna show you all these flavors I got here. Let's see, I got this got a cherry lime flavor. I got the blue raspberry, which I tried. It was good. The blue raspberry is good. Blueberry lemonade and strawberry. Small packs of 4, but they're like I said, delicious flavors. Delicious flavors. And I tried one, and man, let me tell you, I've had other Delta 8 gummies. I had other Delta 9. No, these ones right here are legit. I felt great. I felt way better than I did when I took other, when I had other Delta 8 gummies and everything. I felt great. I felt amazing. So, again, if you want to give it a try, make sure you go to dietsmoke.com, enter promo code BrickWall23 to get your 15% off of your first order. I want to thank Diet Smoke for sponsoring this week's video content. And if y'all have not guessed the theme for this week, you wild, because I literally said it in this video too, but you have chose you're not paying attention. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I have though for my Detective Pikachu review. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Check out Detective Pikachu wherever you can. It is, like I said, it's definitely worth the watch, especially if you're a Pokemon fan. I think you'll get a lot out of this. So I did like this movie. I did enjoy this. So and stick around. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram as well. I did my mini review, and I'm doing another one tonight and another one tomorrow. And then Friday is the big review, the big mystery review. And if you haven't figured it out yet, come on, what you doing? What you doing? But I'm pretty sure you figured it out by now. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, once again, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button down below. Comment down below. Let me know if you saw Detective Pikachu. What do you think? And all links are down in the description down below, especially the link to Diet Smoke and the link to all my social media accounts that you can follow us on. But yeah, let me know in the comment section let me know down in the comment section what you think of Detective Pikachu if you've seen it. And until next time, be easy, stay breezy. Peace.